Good morning and welcome to this week's market review. I'm Mike Kaprielian, your host here at Shasta Produce. Today we've got a couple of great items. As a matter of fact, we've got one called Sweet Surrender. It's from the Grapery again. Those guys are doing it again. And also Walker Ranch has landed with their Gravenstein Apples. That's a summertime favorite of mine. And I'll show you a couple of different sizes and what I'd do with them. Let's go take a look at them now. When I was growing up, one of the things I always remembered was going up Highway 101 and then taking some of the coastal roads, and you'd see fresh Gravenstein apple juice on the road being sold. You know, those days are long gone. We don't see that too often anymore. But here, Shirley and Lee Walker have sent their Gravenstein apples to Shasta Produce to sell. These are some great apples, variety of uses. They've got a sweetness to them as they get a little more mature and they lighten up in color, and they've a crisp green tartness to them as they start to get picked and brought into the market. You can see this has got some great color. Phenomenal color on a couple of these apples. Even I haven't seen them this bright. Let me cut one of these and show them to you. Look at the juice that's going to be running out of this when I start cutting it. It's literally squirting. Look at how fresh and clean that apple is. You know, Gravenstein apples, as they start to mature, the flavor even changes, like I had mentioned. It's got a sweetness that is not ordinary to most apples, and a really nice finish. The texture is crunchy, like I said, when you start getting into the greener ones. This one, the texture is just a little bit softer, but it's amazing the amount of juice this apple has. Now, I want to take you to another grape from the Grapery. It's called the Sweet Surrender. Let's go take a look at those now. Well, the Grapery's done it again with another product from their line. This is called Sweet Surrender. You know, addiction's not a bad thing when you start talking about fruit and vegetables, and this is one of them. We were actually protecting this box so that nobody would break it open until we got here. You know, one of the things that drives me crazy when I was selling grapes is people will start picking off the grapes and then ruining the entire batch. So instead of picking them off, just go ahead and break off a bunch like that and eat them. These are delicious grapes. It's a black seedless grape that has so much flavor. And the thing about black seedless, again, it's an item that I always kind of criticize because the skin seemed to be a little thick, maybe even a little bitter. By crossbreeding the way Grapery does, they put that flavor into the grape, to the skin. Gotta tell you, I love them. Drive you crazy and me both, but I could stand here and eat a lot of them. So that's it for this week's market review. I'm Mike Kaprielian, your host here at Shasta Produce. See you next time.